welcome back to WEG 2005 Season 3 CJ Grand Finals, live from the Capital Steel Stadium in Beijing, China. Jeff Dickinson here, Johan Reimann is with me, and we are set, getting ready to broadcast this final match to determine who will be number one, who will be number two for this WEG 2005 Season 3.
And who's going to take home the $50,000 first prize?
Yes, absolutely. So here we go. We are live. WNB, of course, on the terrorist side. Interesting to see what kind of a pistol round strategy they use. Let's take a look at what they're going to do right now. Looks like we have 44 Alex and Mick heading up outside B tunnels right now. You can see that they're setting up there. Double doors to long A. We have Sakula and TK with the bomb. A head stack here on the catwalk from Loki and one of the other members of Project KR. Interestingly enough, you can see Jungle just hanging out in the middle. For WNB pretty much just played it slow right now.
I think they're waiting for some kind of a push from the Project KR team. He's playing it very defensively. I think we're going to see some kind of a double fake here. First, some kind of fake there in long hallways or middle, and then Mick and Alex going to make a fake to move into B, and then they're going to come back to A. That's what I think from how I see this setup here, with the bomb also dropped there outside of the long hallway.
All right, well, let's wait and take a look here as to what WNB is going to do. We still have Sakula and TK at long A. Bomb is there. Jungle hanging out in terror spawn, sort of moving between the two positions. Alex and Mick are going to be in B. You can see we still have this head stack on the catwalk. That's Loki and Termi from Project KR. So it's sort of the stack action. And we have one in middle now meeting up with them as well. That's going to be one of the other members of Project KR. Now you can see WNV slowly making it right. I think what we're going to see is a fake here in the B tunnels. John Samba with the USB headshot of the 44 Alex and 44 Alex with the nade. TK onto Mick. Solo going to capitalize on it. Headshot onto Jungle. And that's going to leave all three members dead who were trying to make that fake into B. They were in the B tunnels. And now you're going to see WNB planting the bomb at A. I'm not sure, though, that they're going to be able to pull this off in the 2-on-5 situation. Loki and Termi mopping up the last two. Going to put the period on, put the dot on my I just as I'm finishing my sentence. They're going to defuse the bomb. Score's going to be 1-0 in favor of Project KR.
And I can see some huge screaming coming out from Ryo there and Project KR. Of course, really happy. They win the important pistol round on CT side. And that's probably the most important pistol round there is in the whole game. But, of course, WNV got that bomb planted, so they're going to be able to buy in the third round. That's going to be important for them, of course. But great start here from the Project KR team, the underdogs from Korea.
All right, well, let's follow them here in this round. WNV now going to be on the save for this round, which means they don't have enough money to buy guns. They're going to have to save. It looks like they bought some guns. We can see a Galil there from one member of WNV, and I saw some Deagles in the hands of the others. Oh, and Jungle with the headshot from the Galil in B tunnels, demolishing Solo. And here we go, WNV is going to roll over into this B box will get planted, and it's going to be really difficult for Project KR to retake this. Look, you can see Samba and Ryu go poised in position. Here comes Samba through the window. He's setting up there with the MP5. He's got 91 hit points. Can he come in? Can they retake the site? Let's see. Here comes one. Termi in the B tunnels with the kill onto Jungle. Samba and Ryu coming up big onto Sakula and Alex. TK and Mick coming up with some more kills. TK taking up one. We're in a one-on-one. TK versus Termi. Termi able to finish him off. And what an intense round there from WNV. Project KR able to pull it out. However, score is 2-0.
Great play there from Project KR. For the first time, I see them play a little bit more composed coming into the bomb spot all together as a team unit. Perfect play there. But that got awfully close there from WNV winning the first eco. And look at this. They're buying guns once again, trying to catch that Project KR off guard. And Ryo, as we called it, he's in the middle. 2 guys inside B and 2 guys at A. And just spamming a little bit through the wall there from Solo. And he's going to back down to the middle, teaming up with Ryo.
All right, you can see WNV jumbling up, getting bunched up here at the back of long A. You can see, oh, here comes some nades from Solo in middle. And you can see Sakula, TK, Jungle, and Mick going to be hanging out at the double doors to long A right now. Bomb is going to be in the hands of Sakula. Now making their way along the catwalk here. Now they're down in the middle area. You can see Alex, who was in B tunnels, now coming down to meet them. Solo set up here on the other side of double doors. Loki going to be in top A. You can see Sakula now hanging out here at the bottom, spamming a little bit through those doors. trying to do some damage. You can see Alex setting up for the catwalk flash, and the rest of his teammates should push along the catwalk. It looks like Loki's pushing down on the catwalk. Loki with that Deagle headshot on the TK. Jungle going to reply, finishing off Loki with his AK-47 headshot there. Making his way up around the staircase. Here we go. Some flashbangs up into top A. Ryu going to be there with the off, missing the off shot. Now looking down long A. He's going to turn towards the catwalk. Miss another off shot. Take some damage. There, finally hitting his off shot. Jungle going to take down Termi. Oh, and Jungle going to dispatch Ryu. Solo finally going to get killed though onto Jungle. Solo going to finish off Alex with the USP. That's going to be the round again for Project KR, and WNV is going to have some money issues now.
Yeah, they got to say that for the first time in the game, and they're down 3-0. Great play here from Project KR, playing perfectly so far. They're winning rounds. That's what's playing perfect is on CT side does too. It doesn't matter if you lose a lot of guys as long as you keep winning those rounds. Good job from Project KR. However, we need to, WNV doesn't seem to be playing their own game. They seem to be too focused, They're almost overhyped. They're playing not too slow. They're not really relying on their own skill as they need to do, because they're one of the most skilled, if not the most skilled team in the world. So why not use that? And they're trying to play some kind of defensive play, and it's not working out for them.
All right, well, we will see what WNV does. You can see TK on the catwalk now. Looks like they're bunching up here at the bottom of middle. They're basically just trying to, right now, it is a save round for them. We can see some nades there. And here we go. Looks like they're going to head up from middle into B. Coming around behind. Solo mopping up. Free Ryu with the last one. That's going to make the score 4-0 in favor of Project KR.
Yeah, things are looking good for Project KR here early on in the first half of this grand final here in WG 2005. And I think that WNV, as I said, they need to change up the pace a little bit, play a little bit more aggressive. Look here again, Ryu in the middle with that op. Let's see how WNV is going to adjust to that.
All right, you can see Ryu with the op boosted up on someone's head. Trying to op along the catwalk. Looks like WNV is going to be at long A, however. Let's see if WNV can use their famous skill at getting entry kills. I mean, that's what WNV does. They have this reflex action. They get the entry kills, and that's how WNV plays their ball game. That's why, they basically are a rush team. They rush, and they like to move into bomb sites quickly and use the advantage of their reflexes to do well and to get kills, etc. So let's see whether they can do that right now. Here we go. WNV making their way into top A, coming around the corner. TK gonna open up on a Termi. They bought guns this round, so it is a buy round for WNV. Here they come around the corner. Solo gonna get one kill onto 44 Alex. But turning around, Loki now coming from the catwalk area. Solo and Loki going to work onto WNV. Mick gonna get 2 kills. Sakula getting 1 as well. 22 hit points right now is Sakula. Jungle, Mick, and Sakula now versus Solo and Ryu. Let's follow them right now. Bombs planted up in top A. Solo's right below, coming up from counter spawn. He's right there below top A, like below the wall area, the spot where sometimes people boost. You can see Mick now crouching behind the green box. Ryu saving out his op. And it looks like Solo now is going to try and come around this corner. Jungle going to take him out. And Ryu saving his op. Sakula chasing him down. Ryu going to kill Sakula. And the round will go to WNV after a plant and an awkward after situation.
Yeah, first round here for WNV. Playing great there on the long hallway. They were holding that middle area where Ryu's been playing so strong throughout the tournament. Good call from them. They win the round. Let's see now. They have a good spawn towards the B bomb spot. Let's see if that's going to use that one and use that momentum. No, they're not. They're going to back off. Probably going to play it slow once again. Jungle peeking that middle with an op, as you can see on the monitor in front of you. And let's see what strategy Project KR is going to come up with if they're on the eco. They seem to be a little bit low on money, but they won 4 consecutive rounds. They should have money, and I think Ryu is all boosted up there in stairs with an op. Right there he is. And it's going to go head-to-head action here with Mick in just a couple of seconds.
All right, you can see Ryu sniping down that long corridor with the op. Going to take down Jungle. That's going to be a big kill for him. 44 Alex and Sakula now watching in B tunnels. 44 Alex heading down to bottom B tunnels. Sakula watching the push from B. You can see there Alex making his way down that staircase. TK and Mick with the bomb at double doors to long A. So they're elsewhere. You can see Mick there watching for the push here to come from long A. And basically they're just taking it slow right now.
Yeah, and as I said, I think WNV is not using their skill in their favor. They're playing way too slow. When you're playing so slow, your tactics got to be the best in the world if you're gonna play like this. Otherwise, you have to be perfect time, perfect communication, all this stuff. And WNV hasn't really been displaying that. Even though they've been displaying great play throughout the tournament, they have to rely on their skill, use a more fast-paced game. This is gonna hurt them.
You can see we have a head stack here from Loki and Termi in middle. Looks like they are saving. They have USPs. Interesting strategy here from Project KR. It looks like here we go, Solo in this hidden spot, gonna take out Alex. Wow, WNV down to 2 members right now, trying to fight their way up into top A. Of course, the Project KR will be able to pick up some guns from the members of WNV that they've killed. Mick getting that bomb play to the top A. TK now going to be in the pit. And it looks like TK is going to set up and watch along. And here comes Solo, Samba, Loki, and Termi, all 4 up Catwalk with the guns that they picked up. And Mick going to be stuck here in a crappy situation. Oh, and Loki going to tear him a new one, blasting his head up there. And that's going to leave only TK, who's in the pit. TK going to get 1. He's going to get 2 kills. He's going to get 3 kills. 1 more on the Solo. Can he get the last one? Is Samba diffusing through the box? Yes, he is. Bomb has been defused.
Oh,
TK
wow.
kills Samba after the bomb has been defused.
They thought, you see the crowd thought that they won the round, but they didn't. Samba just got the defuse. 5-1 score for the Koreans. Great play, and that's going to put the Chinese in a bad situation money-wise again. And they keep buying. I don't understand it. Why don't they go with their fast tactics, use their skill and their advantage? And I'm just shocked right now because WNV is not doing what they do so well.
All right, well, let's take a look at what they're going to do to try and come back right now. It is shocking, as John says, to watch WNV play like this. WNV is a very skilled team, and it would be strange to see them lose here.
It's just like they play with too much respect right now. They don't need to. They're a better team.
Yeah, so let's follow what WNV is going to do. Here we go. Loki pushing out on the catwalk. Jungle going to take down Loki. And that's going to be an entry kill, an open kill there for WNV. Let's follow with Project KR. So you can see Solo there in middle. Samba going to be in B. Termi and Ryu hanging out up in top A. You can see Sakula now watching down middle. They're basically a bunch of the members of WNV, 4 members, hanging out in middle there. You see them, 2 on the catwalk, 2 down in middle. We have 44 Alex now coming out of the bottom B tunnels. Solo going to be right over on the corner here in middle. It looks like TK now making his way up the staircase. Here we go into top A. Nick going to get an entry kill there. Looks like Termi picking one off at long A. And here we go, TK coming around behind. He's going to spot Termi here in a sec, probably. Looks like Termi's actually falling all the way back towards the pit. Bomb's going to be planted here up at top A by WNV. Project KR is going to retreat back and save their weapons.
Nice comeback there from WNV in this round. They were down with low money situation, but they still bought, and they win the round because they got the entry kill. And I cannot believe it. A lot of teams in the CT side, once they lose that first entry kill, they all seem to go with the same setup. 1 guy checking B, 1 guy checking middle, and 2 guys in A. So what do? WNV, of course, they hit 5 guys hard onto the A bomb spot because that one's so hard to defend with only 2 members. And I'm surprised you don't see more teams doing that. I don't know if WNV was actually planning to do so, or there was just something that just happened for them. They just took a decision 50-50 and then went to A, and they win the round. Good job there, though, and they picked up their second round, and they're down 2-5. They need to win a lot of rounds if they're going to win this game.
All right, well, let's follow what WNV is going to do right now. Looks like TK opening up the round here with a pickoff at long A. Solo, Samba, and Termi all pushed up here at long A. Mick watching by the pit. He's about to turn this corner here at long A. Ryu here coming up middle. Ryu with the USP getting a kill onto Alex. Mick going to dispatch Termi. Samba going down as well. It's going to leave only Ryu and Termi here up in top A. Oh, Ryu with the AK kill. Ryu taking down 1, 2, 3. Can he get the last one? TK on his own. TK could be he's probably one of the better players. 8 HP. TK with the nade kill onto Ryu. Termi going to be last man standing, making his way back towards the catwalk. Smart decision by him. He's going to be able to, I don't know if he knows when the bomb is down. TK going to grab that bomb, make his way up here to get it planted in just a second. And it looks like Termi now flanking all the way around behind at long A. Is that what he's doing? I mean, it looks like that's what he's going to be doing, so that's going to be an interesting decision by him. TK looks like he's going to plant for catwalk, and it looks like Termi's coming around behind at long A, so we could see an interesting exchange here between these two. 8 HP is TK, Termi coming from long A, so we're going to follow TK right now as Termi works his way around this corner here. So interesting setup right now as you can see TK now falling back to watch, waiting for him to cross. He spots him though, and here comes a flashbang over the corner here in just a second. He's going to hear the defuse. It's easy to hear the defuse from there. Oh, and Termy's going to take him down as the flashbang comes around the corner.
And I was watching Ryos jumping off his seat there in that plastic box there in front of us. And you can see Loki and Termy there on the monitor. And they're happy, of course, 6-2. And they're going to once again put WNV in most likely a save situation here. And that's going to make it 7-2. Great play here from Project KR. But look at this. WNV, a little bit of a desperation move once again, going with the buy when they're low on money. I don't understand it, really. They should try to play their game, and he's trying to adjust too much.
All right, well, let's follow what they're going to do right now. WNV in dire straits here. I mean, you know, I got to think that the reason they've done so well is because of their attitude. It seems like they've totally changed their attitude for this match. They've maybe said, oh, we got to take this one more seriously, and that's ended it.
Exactly.
So let's follow them right here. We have Sakula and Alex going to be in B tunnels. TK at the back of Catwalk. Jungle going to be playing with him there. Mick going to be at double doors to long A here. You can see now TK and Jungle here at the Catwalk, to the back there. You can see Ryu with the off. Jungle going to get the headshot on him. What a shot that was. One well done by him. Termy and Loki set up to push off the Catwalk here in just a second. It looks like. And you can see WNV now working their way along the Catwalk. Here comes a flashbang. Oh, that's going to blind them. And here we go. Sakula going to get the kill there onto Loki. Termy going to manage to get one. Make that two. Make it 3 kills. The last one with the USP. And that's going to leave only Termy and Solo for Project KR right now versus Alex. Bomb going to be down on the Catwalk. And here goes Alex working his way towards the bomb slowly. Now let's take a look at him. 16 HP. It's going to be difficult for him to win this. Looks like he's going to head towards B. Got 19 seconds left on the clock. I think he's got enough time to do it. Let's see right here. Solo and Termy, maybe they'll spam him through the door. And he could get killed through the door here, actually. He's low HP. Looks like, no, they didn't even see him. Take it over there. Maybe he can plant the bomb. And we got one coming in through the window here in just a moment. Solo coming in right now. Gonna see him. Solo takes him out, spamming him through the box.
Good job there from Project KR, winning another round. Really fast rotation. They must have heard him running back there to the B bomb spot, to the tunnels. But 7-2 score here, and now that definitely forces WNV into a save round. And as I said, they're not looking like they're playing their own game. And I'll tell you what, you managed to win a couple of games and play a decent tournament, and then things are going to get tough on you. You're going to have all the pressure. You have all the pressure from sponsorships. You have all the pressure of not letting down your fans. And basically, you use fighting all these circumstances, not only about playing the other team. And Project KR is the underdog. They're only playing the other team. He's trying to win and prove himself.
Yep, so we'll see what Project KR can do here for themselves. You know, it would be huge for them if they were able to win this tournament. So they're up 8-2 right now, and that's a big lead. So, you know, they've taken that save round, and they're going to keep. If WNV keeps with this money situation, they're doing poor money management right now, and money management is so important in this game. Here you can see we have WNV bunched up here at long A. Loki's on the other side of the door. Looks like they're going to throw some nades in there, try and take him out. Loki going to pick off Jungle, and this is amazing. Project KR is just playing amazingly today. Loki now falling back towards the pit. Looks like they're going to make their way, and he's going to drop down. You could hear the crowd rallying below us earlier, just a few seconds ago, for WNV. So interesting right now, because WNV, of course, is the home crowd. Project KR was at the arena for the whole season. So let's follow WNV right now. You can see WNV up on top of the Catwalk. They're getting ready to come up the staircase. They're up the staircase now, trying to turn that corner, spamming that spot. Looks like Ryu trying to get some kills, do some damage there onto TK. Looks like Termy with a headshot there onto Mick. Let's follow the other members of WNV. Alex going to get a kill there onto Termy. Ryu at 88 hit points now. Watching still for the Catwalk. You can see TK crossing up into top A. Sakula going to be there as well. Ryu popping up. Can he get the last kill? Yes, he's going to get 2 kills. The last one's going to be Alex on the Catwalk. Alex at 91 hit points. Can he get a kill? No! Loki's going to finish him off.
Wow. And you know what? Say what you want about the way WNV is playing, but Project KR wrapped up more than 9 rounds on NOA, Team NIP, and WNV on the CT side does too. That's just impressive.
All right, well, let's follow them right now, and we'll see if Project KR can call the victory. Loki going to open it up with an entry kill there onto TK, and I don't think we've seen many save rounds from WNV in the whole tournament, John. I mean, WNV, and they're not refusing to do it now. Maybe they're just Mick going to get a kill there onto Samba. This is easy for WNV right now, getting some kills. Jungle demolishing Solo's face. Going to be a 3-on-3 situation right now. Jungle and Mick making their way over towards B. Ryu going to be up in the window. Let's follow what WNV is doing right now. Ryu from the window going to take out Mick. Jungle going to be in the closet. Can he finish him off as well? Yes, Ryu will dispatch Jungle to boot. Sakula going to be at long A right now. Can Sakula do it? No. Termi going to take him down. That's going to make the score 10-2 first half.
Bad play there from WNV. They were moving way too fast into that B bomb, but if they would have waited a little bit longer, Project K would probably turned around and thought they were going to go on long A, but now they just run really fast and too close to that whole entrance there, so it was easy for Ryu to pick up the first entry kill, and then he get the second one. Great play here from Ryu. He's really leading his team in this tournament, and he's doing it today as well.
You know, I'm curious, John. WNV keeps buying. This is an eco round for them, so it's pretty obvious WNV is not going to win. WNV keeps buying partially. Now, they should wait until they have enough money to buy everything. And if they haven't done that, they're going to be enticed to keep buying again when they don't have enough money for everything. And that's going to be this perpetuating thing where they keep partially buying and partially buying and partially buying because they never actually wait to have enough money to have a full buy, and that could potentially cripple their whole match.
Correct. They're looking really desperate buying all the time. They think they're such a much stronger team that they don't need full equipments. But that's just the wrong idea. They need to be focused with the money situation as well. That's how you win games. Hey, we won a lot of tournaments just screwing the money situation for the other team, and that's exactly what you should do. Play the game as it's designed.
All right, let's take a look right now. You can see some kills early. Project K are pushing up on WNV, who's at double doors to long A. Sakula going to be grabbing the bomb here at long A in just a second. It's going to be him and Alex versus Termi, Ryu, and Samba. WNV in a man-down situation yet again. It's not looking good for them right now. You can see Sakula here. That was actually Alex. Sakula going to be at the back of Catwalk. Ryu throwing some nades and flashbangs up onto the Catwalk. No one there yet for WNV. Looks like they may actually decide to head out middle. Would be an interesting decision from them. They could get, it's difficult to take in middle because you can get killed from either side, but Sakula going to show off that aim right there in the reflexes, getting a kill onto Samba, and then they may fall back here. It looks like Termi and Ryu set up to rotate into B. Actually, Sakula going to come from B tunnels, and looks like we're going to see a rotation here from WNV. Termi and Ryu going to be watching in, and it looks like Ryu with the AWP going to be watching the double doors, but he's not going to see Sakula cross. Does Sakula have time to get that bomb planted? Looks like he will. Bomb is down. Ryu and Termi going to have a lot of difficulty getting into the site right now. Let's take a look at what they're doing. Here they go. Set up to come inside the bomb site. They're both on the outside of the double doors. Alex flashbangs to come in. Sakula going to get one kill. Alex going to get the other. WNV is going to pick up their first round in quite many.
Yeah, finally a round there. Good crossfire there on the door and the window. And but come on, they got 3 rounds T-side on us too. That's just pathetic, really. They need to step it up a lot if they're going to have something to say in this game, and they're going to most likely go down 1-0, and they'll have tons of pressure coming into the second map of this grand final here.
Okay, well, let's take a look at Project KR right now. 44 Alex there, you can see a second ago, 44 Alex and Sakula going to be in B tunnels, TK and Jungle going to be at the back of the Catwalk here, Mick going to be on his own at long A. And let's take a look as WNV's been playing it so slow. I mean, this match has taken forever. I mean, this is one of the longest maps I've seen WNV play. Normally, WNV's like boom, 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 boom. Kills, 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 kills. Destroying teams.
Correct.
So, it's like a total change of pace for them. It's like a totally different team right now.
And what's sad to see is that WNV is just, as I said, how a lot of people asking me and other people, how do you beat a team like WNV? I said, hey, if you're going to beat them, you got to play smarter than them. But they're just doing the job for Project KR by playing dumb themselves right now because they have so much skill. You cannot win them with skill, so you need to win them by team play. And WNV is making things easy for them.
All right, here goes WNV along the Catwalk, making their way up into top A. Ryu going to get the first kill there onto Mick. Jungle coming up with one on the Termi. Loki replying. Looks like back and forth. Project KR mopping them down. Solo, Samba, and Ryu all getting kills. That's going to be an easy half. The score is going to be 12 to 3. in favor of Project KR.
That's just impressive. You can look at Alex's face there. He's like, hey, come on, guys, we can still do this. I like to see that from him, where he's cheering on his teammates, not getting a saggy, what do you call it? Saggy, yeah, depressed or
down.
Down and getting, hey guys, giving up the round, or hey, if Project KR could stack up 12 rounds, so can we. So that's the right mentality there from Alex, and the whole team have to be behind that kind of motivation.
All right, well, let's take a look at what WNV is going to do on the pistol round. Jungle, they really need him this round to do his thing, to work his magic. CT pistol round. TK going to start us off. USP headshot on the Termi. Solo going to reply. Let's take a look at what Project KR is going to do. Here goes a grenade here coming up into top A. Sakula already behind them. Let's take a look at whether WNV will be able to retake the site. Project KR already overrunning the top A site. Sakula with the USP headshot there. Samba going to get one more onto Alex. Let's follow Sakula. He looks like he's going to get one more kill there. 94 hit points. You can see Jungle taking his place. Ryu with a kill on the Mick. Jungle replying onto Solo 2-on-2. Ryu getting the bomb down. 2 HP. Samba going to be low as well. Samba taking some damage. Jungle taking out Samba. Ryu's on his own. 2 HP. One-on-one situation right now. Jungle making his way over towards the bomb. Ryu going to be right there. Jungle with the headshot, and WNV will take the pistol round.
Oh, there it is. That's what they needed. If they lost that one, that game, or the first game, was going to be all over. But Jungle made them stay in the game. They got the bomb planted. Let's see what kind of strategy Project KR is going to go with. They should save it now, at least one round, and then go for the buy in the third one, so they get a good money situation throughout the game and not making the same stupid mistake that WNV did early in the first half.
All right, well, let's take a look here at Project KR right now, making their way over towards that B site. Looks like they're going to be a fast rush. Jungle coming up from bottom. He's almost Deagle around, so let's take a look at how this is going to go. Samba going to get a kill there from Project KR. Loki going to get another Deagle headshot. WNV TK with the nade kill onto Termi. But 2 kills there. It's down to 2 members of WNV on the eco round. Looks like Solo's grabbed an M4. He's taking him out. Looks like Sakula. Ryu taking out Sakula. It's down 44. Alex versus 2 members of Project KR with guns. So they both have guns. And this is going to prove to be very interesting right now. 44 Alex going to take one out through the door. Samba going to take out Alex, and WNV has been officially ecoed.
And once again, Rise is jumping off his chair there inside that box, and he's just going wide there. He's like, yeah, come on, guys, let's do this. And why not? They're playing great, and it's going to force WNV on at least 1 or 2 ACOs, or if they go for the tie. It looks like they are going for the tie as they're on the save round.
All right, let's take a look right now at what WNV is going to do. Score is 13-4. Right now in favor of Project KR. Here we go. Looks like Project KR setting up, getting ready to take on the catwalk. There's nobody there, no one to contend with. Alex is set up to flank here at long A, and looks like he's making his way here up top A. Here we go. All of WNV flanking on the catwalk. Samba set up to watch the flank. Solo going to get that bomb planted at top A. But the other 3 members of Project KR are watching the catwalk, waiting for the flank to come. Sakula's going to come from counter-terrorist spawn. Solo set up to watch him. Solo going to take him down easy. You can see here comes TK now along the catwalk, coming up from behind. Following TK, Mick, and Jungle coming up along the catwalk here. Looks like Loki with 1-2 USP kills on the Jungle, and TK, Mick with 1 with the Galil onto Loki. It's going to be just Alex and Mick. The bombs are set to go off here in just 2 seconds, and they're going to go ahead and save their weapons.
Yeah, I think that Mick was playing good there in the stairs, just backing off with that weapon. They're most likely on another eco round, but they got 2 weapons. Let's see how they're going to use it. They're going to go for the buy, or they're going to go for the save. I mean, they're down with so much. I would go for another save. Yeah, sure, they're down with 14-4, but let's just be honest. It's going to be really tough if you go with a buy all the time and you don't get any momentum in your favor. You have a lot of, or really few kills. So Project KR playing smart now, moving long hallway. We talked about it before. When the other team is on a partial echo or full echo, it's impossible to win if that T site's going to attack on the long hallways.
All right, well, let's take a look at what Project KR is going to do. Moving back towards terrorist spawn right now. Looks like we have Ryu left at long A. You can see Mick here pushed up all the way to terrorist spawn from B. Solo and Samba about to come through. Here we go. Samba with the shot off with the M4 onto Mick, who was trying to flank. Samba denied him. See now Loki going to be playing here up on the catwalk. TK now falling back with the FAMAS. Looks like a partial buy here, as John said, from WNV. It's going to put them in a really tough situation. Loki taking down TK. Here goes Project KR making their way up into top. Sakula going to get a kickoff at long A. Sakula with another one onto Loki. Samba finishing off Sakula. 44 Alex going to get one kill onto Solo from the Goose corner. He's going to get a second kill there onto Samba. That's going to leave only Ryu. Ryu in a 1 versus 1 now on Alex after killing Jungle in middle. Following Alex right now. He's down to 36 hit points. I think Ryu could be at full health. Let's take a look at how this is going to go. 44 Alex here at long A. 36 hit points, as I mentioned, falling back to the pit all the way. I think that's going to give Ryu pretty much an easy chance at planting the bomb and falling back towards the catwalk. Here comes a flashbang from 44 Alex. Going to try and peek up into the top of the site. In the Goose corner, and Alex takes out Ryu.
Wow, that was huge. For the first time, a little bit of a breather and momentum going in the favor of WNV, winning that really, really important round. Great, impressive play from 44 Alex, coming up with 3 crucial kills. Great job. And Alex is cheering on his teammates. Hey guys, come on, let's do it. Let's step it up. And you can see when somebody's being so positive with all that energy, I mean, he's going to play great. And hopefully he can bring his teammates together and put on a good show now, because that's what they need to do. They have a long uphill battle to fight here.
All right, well, let's take a look right now at what Project KR is going to do. I think they are on the save. Yes, they are making their way up to top A right now. And here we go. Sakula going to open us up with the kill onto Termi. 44 Alex with the nade. Jungle with the frag as well with the AK-47. Project KR down to the last one. Solo finished off by TK with the FAMAS. That's going to make the score 14-7.
Yeah, 14-7. 7 more rounds for WNV to pick up. But look, they're starting to, you can feel it in here in the arena, how they're picking up a little bit of a momentum, even though they get an eco there. That's just nice. It's a free round, and that's what they need to focus on, round by round, frag by frag. And TK opening things up on Loki, playing aggressive here. Why don't you call it?
All right, looks like Termi and Solo getting some more frags there. Here you can see Ryu and Samba win the B tunnels. Here comes Ryu out of the B tunnels. Mick going to be in that B site. Jungle going to be outside the double doors to B. 44 Alex going to be playing counter-terrorist spawn as well. We're in 3-on-3 right now. You can see Samba and Solo set up with the bomb, making their way on the catwalk there. Samba lagging a bit behind Solo. 44 Alex now watching those double doors in middle. Here you go. You can see Solo and Samba in a second here, making their way up towards top A. They're coming up the staircase. Alex still watching, waiting to see if they drop down. Ryu's right around the corner from him, so we'll see here. Here comes Ryu with the headshot onto Jungle. That's going to be big. Here goes some flashbangs as Ryu was throwing them, and that's going to mean that Project KR is able to get that bomb planted up in top A. Ryu's going to stay in middle, making his way along the catwalk here. And you can see Mick and 44 Alex going to be hanging out in counter-terror spawn. Probably smart to save their weapons. Alex with the headshot onto Solo. It's back to a 2-on-2. Bomb's been planted for catwalk. Samba's going to have an easy time here, trying to get some kills here. If they come around that corner, they're going to have not much time. Looks like Samba's going to try and pick one off. Oh, but he whiffs the shot. Samba going to not miss the second one. Mick going to finish off Samba. Ryu's getting ready. It looks like Mick going to go for the straight defuse. Ryu not going to peek again until he defuses. Ryu going to take him out. Project KR has put us on game points.
Yeah, and a lot of happy faces there in the Project KR booth. You can see the whole booth is shaking as Riot's going bananas inside there. He's jumping up and down, of course. Big win there, 1-on-1 clutch situation to come on top. Playing great for his team here today. And this is going to put the WNV in a bad situation money-wise. There's some partial buy. Of course, they're trying to buy everything they can as a game point. One more round, and WNV would lose the first map of the tournament.
All right, looks like Project KR set to do this one right here and right now. 4 of the 5 members making their way slowly up long A, and here we go. Loki about to peek that corner. Sakula going to get one kill onto Loki. Can he get more? Will they get the entry kill onto Sakula? Looks like they're just going to cross. Solo takes down 44 Alex. Ryu going to finish off Jungle. That was coming out of B. Ryu going to take out Sakula as well. Mick going to come from behind, finish off Ryu. But that's going to put us in a 3-on-2 right now. Bomb's been planted at top A. Solo, Termi, and Samba versus Mick and TK. TK coming from long A. Mick from CT spawn. Mick with a headshot onto Solo. Termi and Samba still up in top A. Looks like Termi's going to peek here at long A. TK spotting him there. Termi now falling back a little bit. 14 HP. Here you can see TK coming. Samba going to tear apart Mick. TK replying onto Termi. Samba now on his own. TK's going to go for the defuse. Samba's going to try and kill him. Samba takes him out. Project KR wins. Samba's got 3 HP. That's going to be GG. Project KR taking the first map.
WEG 2005 Season 3 CJ Grand Finals for Half-Life Counter-Strike.
Wow. I can't believe it. The first time WMV loses a map, look at their faces. They're not happy about that one. Let's see, like, Alex still with that positive energy. He's like, hey guys, come on, we can still do this. And they need to stay focused. Okay, they lost that game, and it's easy that one's going to stay in the back of your head. I cannot believe it. What did just go down?
All right, well, we will be back. It's best of 3. WNV certainly still has a chance to come back. The next map, we'll be playing Nuke. One of WNV's best maps, I have to say. So, you know, this is still anyone's ball game, ladies and gentlemen, and this is just a wrench in the works here for this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WEG 2005 Season 3 CJ Grand Finals. I'm Jeff Tickets and Johan Ryman here with me in Beijing, China, the Capital Steel Stadium. We've got a great matchup right now. Best of 3 for number 1. Who is going to take home the gold? Who's going to take home 50,000 American dollars? Which one of these teams is it going to be? Is it going to be WNV, who played all season long without being undefeated? Well, no longer undefeated.
No longer.
They lost the match to Project KR, and now they're in a world of trouble here. Project KR taking the first map. It's best of 3, Dust 2. Now we're going to play D-Nuke. Starting out on the counter-terrorist side is WNV. Let's see what's going to happen here, John.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They're coming on here. It's now WNV starting T-side, as you called it. And, I mean, this could be it. They have the knife on their throat. They need to perform right here, right now. Otherwise, it's over. WG season is going to be over, and they're going to be second place, and they don't want to be second place here in the home city in Beijing.
All right, looks like WNV making their way here up into the upper bomb set right now. Project KR coming from the Raven from behind. Loki with a USB shot. Loki with another one. 2 kills for him. Termi with 1 as well. Sakula and Mick going to get 2 kills, but that's going to leave only Mick and Sakula there in the lobby. Ryu, Loki, and Samba now are the 3 remaining members here for Project KR. Let's take a look at what WNV is going to try and do with these 2 guys. They got to kind of regroup and see what's going to happen. Ryu coming from the ramp room, taking out Mick. 3-on-1 now for Sakula. Not looking like he's going to win the pistol. Loki's going to dispatch him. The hat trick for Loki. Ryu going insane in the booth. And Project KR taking the first pistol round for DE Nuke.
I'm going to name that booth the Ryo booth right now because he's going bananas.
He owns that booth.
Yeah, he owns that booth. And, I mean, you can see the whole thing's basically shaking every time he's standing up. He's a big boy, you know. And, of course, he should be happy. They're winning the pistol rounds all the time. They're up. They won the first map. They're here. They're leading the second map, and they're one step closer, winning the grand finals here in Beijing. It's just really impressive play from Project KR, the Koreans right now.
All right, well, you know, John, let's talk a little bit about strategy-wise. I mean, this is an eco round. WNV is going to be forced to say they haven't bought any guns. There's no way they could. So Project KR pretty much is going to win this one very easily. Let's talk about what can WNV do to regroup right now.
I think I said it on Dust 2. They need to play much faster than they've been doing so far on the T side. They have a lot of great skill. I think Nuke can be a good map for them to get into that kind of a pace and rhythm right now because, as we all know, those upper B bomb spots, the upper B1 rushes have been really successful in the tournament, and I think if they can use that, get in that rhythm, that fast-paced rhythm, perhaps they can get back on track with their own game, because they've been adjusting too much and having too much respect to these Koreans right now.
All right, following WNV right now, you can see, looks like we're going to see a boost on the Red Rock here. You can see 44 Alex going on. Looks like we may see some spam, actually. Excuse me. They're trying to spam into the ramp. Ryu's going to be up in the ramp. And it looks like they're hitting him, actually, fairly enough. So it's pretty interesting. He's still got 100 HP there. Termi down to 75. In the lobby, we've got Sakula, Mick, Jungle, and Alex. CK going to be there as well. Termi set up here with a little crossfire on the hut. We saw Wally doing that earlier today when we were on Nuke for them. Jungle now making his way here out onto the roof. And I think they may go ahead and spam again. You can see Ryu pushing up outside. Sakula going to make him pay for it. That's going to be the first little exchange we've had here on the first gun round right now. And we'll see what these two guys are going to do. We're in a 5-on-4 right now. Project KR is at a disadvantage here in terms of numbers. And it looks like they've left the ramp room open. Loki's playing in the prep room here between radio room and ramp room. But otherwise, the ramp room is open. Pushing up is Loki. Paying for it again through the nose. WNV rolling over. Moving it right into the upper box lane. 40 for Alex. Getting some kills. Solo going to be on his own now in a 1 versus 3. With going to kill Alex. Jungle going to finish him off. Couldn't quite do it there. 2-1 is going to be the score.
Great play there from WNV. Some cheering once again from Alex. I keep saying it. It's really impressive of how he's talking to his teammates. That's so important to have a motivator in your team. And now that's going to force Project KR into at least 1 or 2 ecos coming up right now. And good job here from WNV turning things around early on in this game. That's exactly what they needed. They need to get some momentum back in their favor because they've been playing really weak. Let's see if they're going to stay with something that still concerns me is their pace of their game, playing so slow. I think if they can continue doing that, they're going to lose this game.
All right, well, let's follow Project KR right now. It looks like Sakula opening us up with a kill onto Ryu. I think Project KR probably forced to save this round. We'll see here in a second. Termi there going down at the hands of TK. You can see Project KR pretty much getting annihilated. And it does not look like they were able to buy guns, so that was a save round for them. And now we're going to see another gun round here, all tied up at 2 apiece.
I don't know if it's going to be a save or a gun round now. Project KR, since they lost already on the 3rd round. Let's see. Usually you have to have 2 ecos. Save rounds, basically what that means is that you're saving up money to be able to buy better equipment and guns for later rounds. And here's that fast rush that I was looking for, and let's see what's going to happen.
All right, WNV fast pushing into the upper bomb state. Here comes Project KR from the ramp room. 4 members, excuse me. Jungle going to take one out. Ryu and Loki with 2 kills. Yeah, it was 2 ecos, but they were able to get some kills. That's going to get some money for them. Termi going to take out one. Deagle headshot. Oh, another kill there from Loki. Can they win the eco round? Sakula's on his own. Can they do this again? Oh, and Project KR will officially eco again. Team WNV.
I can't believe it. And as soon as WNV get that momentum back, they lose it. They're not on their game today. What's going on? But they're still, look at this. Once again, desperation move. They're buying when they don't have sufficient funds.
You know, John and I were talking here during the break, and I said to him, listen, I doubted Project KR throughout the entire tournament. I doubted them in the semifinals. I was upset when they made it to the finals. But any team that can eco WNV has my respect, and that is assured. So let's follow them right now. Let's take a look here. WNV desperation move, buying guns. And when they don't have much money, they must not have armor, and they must not have nades, so they just have guns. They're going to rely 100% wholeheartedly on their aim, and but they're not going to try and take advantage of that. So in terms of money, they're relying on their aim, but in terms of the practice and the tactics that they're using, they're not relying on their aim. They're playing it slow, and they're trying to rely on their smarts, but they are not a tactical team. They are an aim team. They're like a rival. They're like a gamer co. All they do is run around and shoot people in the face, and they're not doing that right now.
And that's what they're doing their best. So let's see. Here they're coming in with a slow tactic down to the upper bomb spot.
Here we go, making their way into the upper side, but Samba's waiting for it. Alex goes down. Solo going to pick up a frag there as well. Ryu with the offset up outside. Oh, the no-scope onto TK. That's going to leave only Jungle and Mix. Termi and Ryu demolishing him, blowing him away. That's going to make the score 4-2.
I'm just thinking here, why do they stay with their slow tactics? They didn't even have any nades enough to come in there with a lot of flashbangs and then moving in after those grenades. Since they were low on money, they now on the eco. 42 CT side for Project KR, looking good for them as WNV's on the eco. Gonna put them down 5-2 early on in the second game, and wow, they're in a world of trouble right now as Loki and Solo is Loki and Term is covering that ramp room. Solo sound by the upper bomb spot, and Ryo outside with an AWP.
All right, looks like we have an upper rush here from WNV. Going to be an easy round win for Project KR. And you know, Project KR is just destroying them right now.
Yeah, and look at that. What's so good here? What they're doing now? Project KR, I could see. I thought that was Termi was talking to his team. Was, hey guys, let's do this and that and that, and they're adjusting and they're changing up their game. Let's see how important this gun round is going to be. It looks like they're going 2 guys outside this time, and they didn't do that the first gun round.
All right, you can see Solo going outside. Ryu going to be in the connector. Looks like WNB setting up for an upper rush, but it's like this slow, delayed upper rush. It's not a straight rush. Oh, here we go. No, they're going to rush upper. Sakula's going to be out. 34. Alex going to get the entry kill here. TK doing it again. Termy going to get one kill onto Mick, but it's not going to be enough. Let's take a look right now. Termy and Solo going to take out 2. Bomb's not going to be planted. It's going to be down to a 3-on-2 right now. We have Sakula, Jungle, and TK playing in the upper site right now. Going to grab that bomb. TK going to be hanging out by the squeaky door. You can see Loki coming from behind. Gonna pop Jungle in the face. Dispatching him. Sakula now going to be on his own in the upper side. TK taking out Loki. Going to be Termy in a 2-on-1 right now. Here he comes from connector. He's got 16 hit points. He's low. Sakula going to finish him off. That's going to be the win for WNV.
Nice round, but getting awfully close for WNV. As you called it, they're playing too slow. We're saying it all the time. They need to speed up. And now with a good spawn, let's see if they're going to use that upper B1 rush again. Probably care now. Not so much money, I would presume.
All right, let's take a look right now at 44 Alex. You can see we have 44 Alex and Jungle here going outside. They're going to go outside connector area. We have Solo and Ryu out there. And let's follow them right now and see if their aim can get them some kills here. 44 Alex and Jungle. Yes, they are going to get some kills outside. That's 2 kills for them. Samba going to go down as well at the hands of 44 Alex. Well played by the team WNV. Loki going to be on his own. 1 versus 4 for Project KR. 92 hit points. Let's follow him right now. Making his way up the ramp. TK is going to be right on top of him there. Here he comes. TK with the slow reaction speed. Loki going to drop him. That's going to leave only Loki still in a 3 versus 1. Jungle going to finish him off easily. Going to make the score 4 apiece.
There we go. That was what we were waiting for. A fast-paced round from WNV. They came on top. 4 entry kills. Boom, 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 boom. And they were managed to use their skill in their favor. And probably the most skilled team in the world is going to put Project KR onto the eco. And it looks good now for WNV. They were losing the pistol round. They're 4-5 right now. And it's going to be 5-5 after this round, most likely, unless they lose another eco.
You know, I have a feeling that might have been the turning point for Team WNV here. I mean, they saw that, our old strat still works.
Yeah, they need to keep that in mind. And if they're going to go with a slow strat now once again, I'm going to be really upset with their team leading. I don't know if it's 44 Alex calling this strat, but good spawn once again. Hey, I'm just waiting for this call right here.
All right, let's take a look here in just a second at what WNV is going to do for their strategy this time. Looks like they're going to do this 2 outside, 3 inside move. They're rushing it, pushing it, and it does tend to pay off pretty well. But looks like we're going to have some kills here. Ryu with the M4, Termy as well. Sakula going to get a kill there on the end. Sakula going to get taken out by Termy. It's down to a 2-on-1 now. Jungle versus Termy and Loki. Bomb is down. Jungle's behind it, playing back there by the squeaky door. Jungle hasn't peeked yet. Jungle going to take out Termy. Loki going to be here, coming around behind him. Looks like here we go. Oh, you can see Jungle with the Loki with no reaction. Jungle going to finish him off with the headshot, and it looks like they're picking up the pace.
That was a huge round. Once again, a fast round from WNV, and it's so important. Even though you don't get the entry kills, what's going to happen is it's easy to switch out plays back and forth because you know the positioning of the CTs. If you're playing slow and they pick you up, it's going to be really tough to come back. And this is going to put Project KR on another eco. And look at that, Alex opening things up. Sakula with another kill. Jeremy replying, but this is going to be another WNV round for sure, unless they're going to mess up again as they did on the other eco. But 4-1 now with the bomb in the hands of Jungle. He takes down Samba in the back there. 7-5 score, lost the pistol round, so things are looking good for WNV. They're coming back strong into the second map here.
Yeah, 7-4 is the score in favor of WNV, and they're picking up the pace here. They're picking it up. The Project KR really needs to say, okay, what did they do? What changed that made them better, and how can we fix that? So, Project KR, maybe it's just the money situation. Maybe they've just gotten down on their money, and they've lost several rounds because of their money, and that's momentum. So we'll see. Here we go. Mick and Termy here, getting some kills there. Following 44 Alex, throwing some grenades up into the raft. He's going to plant that bomb in the upper bomb site. Loki going to be up here at the ladder. You can see we're at a 4-on-3 right now in favor of WNV. 82 hit points right now. We're following WNV. Alex bomb has been planted. They're in the upper site, and Project KR is going to try and defuse that bomb. Here we go. You can see Loki and Samba moving into the rafters. Loki going to get 1 kill. Ryu with another here. And it looks like TK and Jungle with 2 more kills, and WNV will take the round.
There we go. I wonder if they recognize the fact the fact of why they're winning back-to-back rounds now. If it's because they're playing faster, use their tactics, I hope they understand it is because of the pace of the game. They can use their skill in their favor. That's going to be important now because Project KR, how are they going to adjust that? They're going to put a lot of guys inside B1 to try to shut down those rushes? I don't know. Let's see.
All right, let's follow what Project KR is going to do. Looks like they have 5 guys, 3 guys stacked up on the floor of the B1 upper bomb site here. You can see actually 4. There's 1 in the rafters, 1 on top of the bench, 1 in the connector, and 1 playing in the hut. Loki going to get a kill there with the Deagle, taking out TK. Could we see another eco win here for Project KR? Jungle going to dispatch Loki. Looks like they're here all in the prep room, in the lobby, excuse me. Turby not going to push up though here for Project KR. Looks like Project KR going to play a little bit more laid back. And here you can see WNV playing it a little bit more laid back themselves. This could be bad for them, even though it is only an eco round. 44 Alex and Jungle going to take care of Termi and Solo. Mick going to finish off Samba, going to be just reused left alive here on this eco round. But as you can see here on this eco round, something that could be troubling in the next few rounds, WNV playing a slower pace round again. And this could be a problem for them. I mean, here you can see Ryu's going to get killed there by Mick. WNV will win that round, but as I said, this could be a problem for them if they're going to keep playing that slow pace.
I don't know if it was the pace there. I think there was actually, the factor was that they knew that Project KR were low on money, so they were probably expecting eco, so they were waiting for a push. I think was the right call in that situation. Here's the round to look for if they're going to go fast or slow.
All right, let's follow what WNV is going to do. Looks like here they come through the upper side. Solo taking out 1. Termi with another. Termi getting 2 kills. Going to leave only 1 more. Termi with 3 kills. Looks like Jungle's going to finally reply on to Samba. Termi with 4 kills. Solo going to finish him off. No ace for Termi. Well, let's see. That's going to be the end of the first half. 9-6 is the score in favor of WNV.
Great job there from WNV. Losing the pistol round. Still coming up with 9 rounds T-side. That's impressive, actually. But I think that they need to adjust their tactics more. Now they were playing fast in the upper B1 bomb spot a lot, and they were winning back-to-back rounds, but eventually, of course, they're going to get shut down because the Koreans is going to change the strategies. So they need to be, they're a little bit predictable right now. Either they go slow or they go really fast. So they need to, perhaps after a couple of fast rounds to the upper bomb spot, make a fake there and then move into the ramp room. Something like that. I want to see a little bit more of creativity from the Chinese WNV team if they're going to win this game.
Well, you know that Project KR is going to come up with a good pistol round strat. You know that Project KR is practiced. You know that Project KR knows what they're doing strategically. You know, they're one of the best teams for that. You know, they practice so hard. They know the people doubt them, and they want to prove them wrong, and that's what they're doing. So we'll follow Team Project KR right now. Looks like Alex going to open us up with 2 kills onto them. Nick going to get 1 onto Samba. Let's take a look right now. TK with another 1. Loki's on his own. He's going to get 1 kill there onto TK. Can he get more? Yes, he'll get 1 with the Deagle onto Jungle. Let's follow right now. Watching his flank. Here comes 1 from behind. It looks like Alex is going to finish him off. That's going to make the round score 10-6.
There we go. And 10-6 with the ecos coming up for Project KR. And looks like this map's going WNV's way, and they are deserving it because they're playing really well right now.
All right, let's take a look at what Project KR is doing. This is an eco round for them. Looks like they bought some Deagles, making their way around here outside. Loki, Termi, Samba, and Solo are all there. Are you going to be inside upper? Alex going to take out 1 with his M4A1. Jungle, Sakula, all coming in with kills. Here comes Project KR, mowed down as they come through the connector. That's going to make the score 2-0 this half, 11-6 overall.
Yeah, and now it's going to be, let's see what Project KR can offer us here, because they've been playing pretty weak on the T-side nuke. We saw them against NIP, didn't have really big business playing them, and I don't expect they're going to take down WNV with their kind of tactics that they were using in the group stages. But perhaps they changed up. As you said, they practice really hard and they're really dedicated team. So let's see how they're going to play the game now.
All right, well, we are on another eco round for Project KR. 44 hours popping up, killing 3. Sakula and Nick going to get the last 2. Easy win for WNV. They're getting psyched up. And, you know, every time we've seen WNV get a big victory by a large margin, or every time we've seen them play really well, we saw them getting really psyched up. And, you know, when they were losing earlier, we saw them not psyched up. And I think that could be the difference for them.
And as I said, Alex been cheering on his team all the time. So I think that if he wouldn't, perhaps they would have been like really demolished mentally. But they're coming back on strong now and getting some crowd support as well. So that's going to be important for them. We've seen it before. The Asian teams tend to play really well when they get some momentum in their favor.
All right, let's take a look here. Looks like we had a boost up onto the Red Rock, not the close Red Rock, the far Red Rock, the one near spawn, where you can see as high up as you want. And it looks like that's Ryu up there. It looks like he's going to drop down off of it, however. He's going to get an off shot there onto Jungle, all the way in all the way on top of the ladder. So it looks like Termy going to get a kill there onto Nick. 2 entry kills for Project KR. They're in a 5-on-3 right now. This is a pretty good situation for them. Here you go. You can see Termy from the rafters spamming a bit. It looks like Sakula from the hut window going to get a kill. But Loki throwing an 8 into the hut. Termy going to finish off Alex. It looks like TK is going to be the last member of WNV left alive in a 1-on-3. Ryu at 8 HP. You can see we have TK now in the lower sight, I believe. Oh, no. TK's in the upper side, excuse me. Bomb's been planted in the lower side. So, going to be interesting to see what TK decides to do. I think he's going to try and save his gun, but Ryu's Ryu's gone down below. They're all covering that bomb lower. Bomb's been planted lower. I think TK's going to go ahead and save it.
Yeah, and great round there from Project K. We saw that tactic earlier in the tournament when they're doing that so famous X3 boost, actually, where they're boosting outside on the outside catwalk. And seemed to work out for them. Loki get a nice kill, or if it was Termy. And now they're taking back the first gun round, and that was important for them. Let's see if they can turn things around and get the momentum in their favor now, because WNV is playing strong, and let's see if they're going to change up their tactics, because that's what they need to do. I think Project KR have a lot of creativity on their tactics. So.
All right, let's follow what Project KR will do right now. Of course, they have weapons. WNV will have weapons as well this round, in all likelihood. And Project KR really needs to win this round. If Project KR wins this round, they'll start picking up some momentum, because WNV will be forced to save for a couple rounds. So we'll see what Project KR is going to do. You can see here we have WNV playing sort of an unorthodox setup. We have Sakula, Alex, Jungle playing in upper sight. Alex there on the floor. You can see one on top of the hut. One playing out up in the rafters out there. You can see that's going to be Jungle. Mick watching him there. Here, watch Ryu up. Oh, Ryu trying to spot him. Jungle going to take down Ryu. Mick here out by the red box, watching connector area a bit. You can see we have Project KR, Loki getting taken out here in the prep room. Oh, TK taking out both of them in the radio room. Mick going to pop Loki. That's going to be only Samba left alive now with the AWP, taking down one. Jungle going to finish him off before he can do too much more damage. That's going to make the score 12-7.
Yeah, great play there from WNV, and that's going to put Project KR in a bad money situation. They are forced to do another eco save round, and now that would make the total score 14-7, would make it to tie point if they win this eco, which they should.
All right, as I said, the score is 13-7 overall. Jungle with 2 kills, make it 3. Sakula going to pick up 1. Termy getting 2 with his block. Nick going to come in and finish off the last member there. Easy round win for WNV.
Yeah, and now we're on tie point. 2 more rounds to play for WNV to make it into the third and final deciding map of WG 2005 CG Grand Finals.
All right, let's follow right now what Project KR. They don't have much time to do something. If they're going to try and win this out, they need to win out right now. They need to win quite a few rounds, in fact. Samba going to get a kill there. Termy with 1 more. Jungle and Sakula picking up some as well. Trying to make it into this upper bomb site. Not going to happen. Ryu picking up a frag as well on the point where Alex actually we're down to a 2-on-1. Ryu could possibly close off. Spots one in the rafters. Trying to hit him. Can't. Jungle dispatches him. That's going to make the score 15-7.
And game point coming up right here. It looks like WNV is playing really strong on Nuke, as you said. And I thought that it was going to be a much closer game than this. And it looks like we're going to go into a third one, but it's not over yet. I know that, but I have hard to believe that Project KR is going to come back in this game.
All right, well, let's take a look at what's going to happen here for Project KR. So it looks like they're going to straight rush here into the upper bomb site. It looks like they're trying take a little bit out of the WNVs. Looks like Kula going to get 2 kills there. 44 hours of Jungle, pushing up right on the Suki Gohan, taking him out, taking him down. WNV will take the nuke map. Congratulations to them, and we are going to Inferno once again, as we saw the last time, as we saw this time, the great tiebreaker.
Inferno will be a tiebreaker again. And it's going to be a great matchup coming up next, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the finalists, the grand winner for WEG 2005 Season 3 will be determined here in just a few minutes. We're tied 1-1, and best of 3. We're going to the last map. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Stay with us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WEG 2005 Season 3 CJ Grand Finals. It's going to be a great matchup here. I'm Jeff Thickens and Johan Reimann. We're live broadcasting from the Capital Steel Stadium in Beijing, China. There's Project KR, Ryu rallying the troops. WNV here, you can see the opposite team. This matchup will determine who is #1 this season, who will be putting $50,000 in their pockets.
Wow, this is just... It's going to be so exciting. I'm looking forward to it. WNV, of course, been playing really great throughout the whole tournament. Undefeated until today, where Project KR took them down in the first map on Dust 2. And we're live right here. Project KR CT side. We're watching solo here against WNV on the T side. Jungle there on the monitor, 36 health points on the board.
All right, let's take a look right now. Project KR setting up here. Looks like we're sending 4 at that netted A bomb site. And it looks like we have 3 here, 5 members at the bottom of the bottom of middle. You can see we have WNV, all 5 members there. And it looks like we're going to be following them here for just a second. Jungle with a Glock kill there onto Loki. That's going to start us off. Interesting way to start off this match. And let's take a look at what WNV is going to do. You can see they're at the bottom of Banana, Solo, and Ryu poised here to watch them as they come up Banana. Looks like we're going to have 4 members coming up Banana here, following them. Here we go, making their way into the B-bombs in just a second. Looks like Ryu throwing some flashbangs. Solo's going to be around the corner. Not going to get any kills. Mech taking him out. Ryu going to be up in the sight. Samba going to get a kill there. Ryu going to get a headshot as well. Let's take a look. Samba with the nade. Ryu with the kill. Turner takes it. Project KR will take the pistol round.
And Ryle in his booth, because he owned that booth, jumping up and down like a crazy guy. And they win the pistol round once again. They're doing really good job winning the pistol round back to back. And you know what? I'm really impressed with their ideas of practicing pistol rounds. You know, every time they go practice, they come up with 3-4 strategies for each map, a pistol side on each side, and that's the way to do it, because you're not going to be predictable. You're going to be able to adjust to whatever happens in the game, and say, hey, let's switch to this tactic or this tactic, and that's what's I think have given a slight advantage for Project KR in this matchup here today.
All right, let's take a look right now at what WNV is going to do to counteract this win here for Project KR of the pistol round. I think we'll see what happens for these two teams here. Looks like they're going to get a boost up in the window here for WNV. I'm not sure they made any sound or not. Looks like actually here we'll get a second boost up into that window for WNV. Jungle, TK going to both be up there. Looks like, as you can see, we have 4 members for Project KR going to be playing this A side. This is how, one of the first conversations that Johan and I had was about how to properly play on Inferno and play counter-terrorist side. And that was that you put 4 members at the A side and 1 member at the B side. And then you can have a guy rotating between playing middle and playing at the B site. And you can easily have a guy over there. And then you can have a strong after-play situation coming into that B site, retaking that B site.
As we saw Team 9 doing earlier into perfection today. Always Sion was spectating down that banana hallways. And then be able to rotate over 4 guys to that A bombs. But as you said, that's really important because it's hard to defend it with 3, but really easy with 4, and makes it almost impossible for the attacking side to show where they want to go if they are getting spotted in that banana hallways. It's so easy to call for rotations, but as we said, that communication is going to be really important.
All right, let's take a look right now. As you can see, Alex and Jungle are going to get some kills. A buy round for WNV. Mech with the kill onto Termi. Let's follow and see what WNV is going to do right now. Bomb's going to get planted here for WNV. As you can see, they're going to be playing that A site. Project KR Solo and Samba going to save out their weapons here at the B site.
Yeah, and finally that risky move of buying early on in the game is going to pay off for WNV. They've been waiting for it, and here it is. Finally, and they get it when it really counts. Important round here from WNV, but Project Chaos is going to be able to save out 2 guns. Solo Samba's waiting for them in the small bomb spot. Let's see if WNV is going to go after them. Looks like Alex is going down the middle. No, they're not going after them. They're just going to try to save their weapons as well. And they're going to fight for the next one. Let's see if Project Chaos is going to do it on a partial buy or if they're just going to use those 2 weapons that they have.
All right, well, let's take a look here what Project KR is going to do. I believe Project KR bought weapons. It's kind of hard to see from here. Of course, they have these 5 screens in front of the stage. I'm trying to take a look down over at those screens and see if I can see. No, looks like they only have a partial buy here for Project KR. We're going to see a 3-man boost, 4-man boost in the back halls of the B bomb site. Termy's going to get boosted up there. We're going to see a stack here at this B bomb site. Solo and Samba going to be there. Ryu going to be playing here. Close up. Loki going to be on his own at the A site. So this is going to be interesting to see. It's kind of a gamble here for Project KR, and we'll see what happens and whether WNV decides to commit to this B site or not. So we're taking a look right now. Loki pushing all the way up carpeted halls. TK's going to be right at the bottom of the stairs. It looks like Loki's at the top. Here he comes, set up to come around the corner with a deagle, spamming it. Oh, taking some damage. Mick with the nade, perfectly placed. It looks like WNV is going to fall back now from that staircase. Jungle with the kill on Banana onto Ryu. And it looks like we're going to see a 5-on-3 situation right now. And let's see what they're going to do. You can see Termy and Samba now coming through from counter-terrorist spawn, making their way into back halls. Solo going to be set up in the site. Jungle going to be coming up from the banana area at 100 hit points, and he is really asking to be killed right now. He's coming on his own up B, and we're going to see what happens to him right now. Here you go, Samba peeking out. Jungle running around through back halls. Termy waiting for him. Here he comes. Jungle peeking around that corner. Termy going to take him out with a USB. Samba TKing with an HE nade. That's going to leave only Samba and Solo hanging out at this B site.
That was huge, actually, because if he was not going to team kill there, they were going to be able to save 3 guns. Now they're only going to save 2 guns. So that was, and they're losing money on top of that. So that really hurt them. Sakura is now also closing the door for any kind of escape from Project KR. They're going to be all cornered into that small bomb spot. TK Mick coming through the CT base. They're going to try to take out the guns from their hands. And in just a couple of seconds. And Sakura is moving into the bomb spot right here on their right side.
All right, let's take a look right now what Project KR, Solo, and Samba do. Here you can see Mick coming in to the site. This round, easy win for WNV. Bomb's going to go off there. That's going to claim the victory. Samba going to get a kill there onto Sakula, and they're going to keep their guns.
Yeah, they didn't manage to take out those weapons from Project KR's hands. And now, I don't know if it's going to be another save round coming up for Project KR, or if they are on the bye. It looks like they're buying actually 2 guys, Samba, Solo, moving to the small bomb spot as Termy, Loki, and Ryu setting up something in the A big bomb spot. And the WNV is going to play slow in this round. You might want to believe that they want to go on with their fast strategies that was working so well for them on the nuke. But they might be suspecting another eco round from Project KR, which they're not. As we can see here on the monitor, they are in the bye, but WNV doesn't know that, so that's what they're playing really defensively, waiting for some kind of a push, and then they're going to move in as a unit, most likely hitting it hard together with 4 or 5 guys at the same time.
All right, you can see WNV poised for action here, setting up, waiting to go into this netted site. Project KR, as we mentioned earlier, playing it right with 4 guys playing at this site. You can see Ryu in the pit, Samba going to be in the middle open. Here we go into the A site. Alex going to get 1 kill, Termy and Ryu as well. Looks like Termy with another kill there onto Jungle. Sakula going to get 1 kill, but he's going to be down to only 2 members of WNV, TK and Sakula in the pit. Going to be contained right now by Project KR. All Project KR needs to do right now is take their time, throw some nades. There you can see the nades coming in. They got them contained. Right now they know where they are. Termy going to creep up. It looks like Sakula going to manage to get 1 kill on Termy, but Solo going to finish off Sakula. Project KR is going to claim another round.
Good aggressive move there from Project KR. I like what I saw there, because usually many teams are trying to back off and just wait for the other team to make a move, and then it gives you an opportunity to get picked off one by one. They did it. They went after them while they were down in the pit. They had them pinned in. Perfectly played from Project KR, playing strong there in the CT side. 3-2 score.
All right, let's take a look right now at what Project KR is doing. Looks like we have 2 head stacks here. As you can see, we have 2 head stacks here. One in Banana, that's Samba and Solo. In middle, we have Termy and Loki. Ryu going to be in the window room. For Project KR, we're going to have TK, Sakula, and Mick. playing in apartments not quite out the staircase yet. 44 Alex going to be there at the entrance there, right below the staircase with them. And they're going to be making their way here up that way. You can see Mick with the bomb. And moving into the winter room, here comes the flashbang around the corner. Mick going to peek right out, and looks like here goes WNV down the carpeted hallways, taking their time again. Loki with the kill there onto Jungle in middle. They're going to fall back. Here goes WNV into the netted site. Ryu going to get an extra kill there onto 44 Alex. Sakula watching the flank. Here comes Ryu through the grate. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes down. 3-on-5 situation right now for WNV. Ryu coming from behind, trying to kill Sakula, who's in carpeted hallways watching flank. At least it's going to be Ryu keeping Sakula occupied. That's going to be the most. Can't kill those other 4 members of Project KR. It's a 2-on-1 scenario for each of those 1 members of WNV. So let's take a look. Nick going to go audaciously moving towards the site to plant the bomb. Sakula going to get 1 kill on Loki. Solo replies on the Mick. TK onto Solo. Here goes Ryu pushing up. TK in the site. In the pit. Pushing up on 1. Samba going to take out Sakula. It looks like TK's last man standing. 2-on-1 situation. Ryu from the apartments. Termi from below. TK going to take out Termi. TK in the 2-on-1 taking out Termi and Loki.
And the crowd appreciating the play. TK with a big 1-on-3. What a great round from him. 3-on-3, tying up the score here right early on in the game in the final map here of the WG 2005 CJ Grand Finals. And that's going to put Project KR in another eco round. So things are not looking good for them as WNV TK with a big play. The TL, Terrell Owens of this Chinese WNV team.
All right, let's take a look at what WNV is going to do. You can see Mick and TK making their way here along those carpeted hallways. I think Project KR is on the save. Yes, they are. I can see from their screens, all the way from here where I'm seated. I can see that they have 5 screens in front of the computers, and each one represents the computer that's sitting behind it. And 5 screens show 5 USPs. So. Going to be a tough situation right now for Project KR. They're going to have to overcome this money situation. They're down in the money system right now. They're having difficulty with the money system and the fact that they lost and now they have to save. And they have to overcome that. And they have to start taking advantage of it right now.
Yeah, and I think that, Project KR, they have been playing well, but WNV is just playing a little bit better. They've been using their skill and their advantage, and we saw that the problem there. You remember that round where they had 2 guys pinned in that big pit? They moved up aggressive on them. Then the second round, there was a 5-on-3 situation. Oh, look at this.
Project KR coming up big on the sand. Termi picked up a Galil, took out 3 members. It's now down to Jungle, and Project KR has won another eco round. Wow. So just one, picking up 1 gun, a first kill, picking up a Galil, and Termi taking out 3, and then the subsequent 1. Project KR coming up big there.
I'll tell you what. I always tend to say the same things during these major tournaments. You do not afford to lose equals. If you're going to keep losing equals like that, you're going to lose the game. That's a free round for the other team. I can't believe it. You have to play more like a team. You cannot underestimate any situation of the game, and that's what they're doing, WNV, twice. And that's going to hurt them big time.
All right, let's take a look right now. You can see Project KR doing a boost here in the netted A site. Solo going to open us up with a kill on a TK. Not sure whether WNV monetary situation right now. Looks like it is a save for them. Yes, it is a save, in fact, for WNV. You can see right now, going to be an easy round win for Project KR, putting them 5-3. It's going to be a little bit of a snowball effect there, John.
Yeah, and you know what? I told you it's going to hurt you big time. Why? Because they were going to have an easy pickup on that eco from the Project KR team. Instead, they lost it. They are forced to do an eco. That's basically a 4-round difference. Instead of winning rounds, they're losing rounds, so that's going to hurt them. As I said, now they're down 5-3 score. Good job here from Project KR. They're putting out some really, really impressive plays individually, and if they can keep it up, it's going to be a tough business for WNV. Even though WNV, I think, as a team, have been playing a little bit better than Project KR, and let's see how it's going to pan out.
All right, well, it's a great situation right now. Here you go. Oh, Solo tearing a headshot there on the Mick. Alex can get 1 kill onto Samba. Solo with a nade onto Alex. Looks like WNV's bought prematurely here. All they have is some Galils. Picking up an M4, though. Looks like Sakula. TK is going to be in a good position to buy. But it looks like we are in a 4-on-3 scenario right now. You can see Jungle up in the carpeted hallways. Bomb outside of B with TK. Loki and Solo going to be hanging out. One in B, one here playing here in the archway. That's going to be between between CT Spawn and B site. And Loki with the kill onto TK. It looks like Sakula now going to be on his own with the bomb, making his way down the bottom of B. And it's going to be a really tough situation, and it's going to be hard for them to win this round, John.
Yeah, and I think that was a huge mistake from TK playing so far up in the banana hallways. If he just had a little bit more composure staying back there, Jungle could have faked that corridor, so they would think that the traditional fake, you're moving towards the banana, and then the bomb comes out in the corridor, so they could have stayed 2 guys alive in the banana hallways, and there would be a huge rotation on the Project KR team. Now it's not going to happen. Jungle have to team up with Sakula, and it's going to be a very predictable round for the Project KR.
All right, looks like Jungle and Sakula now dropping out of the apartments, making their way into the netted site. Sakula gonna get taken out by Termi. Looks like Ryu gonna dispatch Jungle as well. That partial buy losing for WNV, that's gonna be a problem for them.
TK, I mean, I'm sorry, but I gotta blame TK on that round. He have to stay back. Loki took him down through the wall. Come on, you gotta be in a smarter play than that if you're gonna win this tournament. You stay behind one of the boxes, make it a double wall in between yourself and the other team, so they cannot spam you like that.
All right, here you go, Solo taking him out early. It looks like Sakula gonna get an entry kill though with his Glock. It is a save round for WNV. Going to be difficult for them. It looks like Sakula going for the shank. Oh, he's going to get the shank on him. Ryu going to get a kill, though, onto TK. The crowd's cheering him, but they don't realize WNV's still going to lose the round.
Yeah, but the crowd appreciating it, of course. I mean, a little bit of a knife action going on there. It's really hard, but that's a really humiliating thing to experience when you're playing a big final like that.
It reminds me of when we're playing, when we were watching the JMC versus WNV, and they both agreed knife round, and they all had a knife round in the middle. So let's take a look right now. WNV going to be able to buy now. Finally, Project KR needs to take this round to keep the momentum up. Saba pushing all the way down B, getting 1 kill. Sakula going to take him out from the sniper tower. That's going to be a 4-on-4 now again, equalizing it. So we're going to see Mick and TK now on the staircase. Sakula and Alex going to be here right there. You can see between on that ramp here up to middle, trying to spam. Mick going to get a kill onto Termi, who is in the carpeted hallway. Loki going to be playing a middle solo at netted site. So we're going to be in a 3-on-4 now in favor of WNV. And Project KR really needs to step it up right now and finish this round off, take this round so they can pick it up. Loki going to get a kill onto Alex, TK, and Mick going to still be in carpeted hallway. Solo falling back now, watching the carpeted hallway entrance there. You can see some spam. Looks like Sakula going to get a kill there onto Ryu. Solo and Loki going to be the last 2 left alive right now. Solo watching up towards the carpeted hallway. Sakula trying to come into B. Loki watching from CT Spawn. Loki taking him out, dispatching him. Solo and Loki now last 2 alive. 4 of Team Project KR. Here goes TK around the corner, try and plan. Mick gonna take out Solo. It's now a 2-on-1. Loki versus TK and Mick. Loki really might want to save his gun. It looks like he's coming out of the library right now. You can see following him. Here comes a flashbang coming from the moto pit. A grenade from behind him, moving his way into the side. TK going to take him down. That's going to make the score 7-4.
Nice play there from WNV coming back now. Let's see how the money situation is going to look like for Project KR. They lost they lost a lot of guys on the rounds that they have won. We're trying to figure out if they're buying or not. It looks like they might be on the buy actually. Solo Samba moving to the small bomb spot as Termi and Ryo and Loki is making that triple booster up to the rooftop or the pillar there on the side of a big bomb spot.
Yeah, it looks like they are on a buy, probably dropping for each other, figuring out a way to manipulate the money system so that they could buy for each other. It's going to mean that this round is even more important for them. And that's something that you got to think about when you do things like that, you know? You got to have a leader who's thinking about that. Okay, are we a team that's better off waiting around, or are we a team that's better off putting pressure on ourselves to win this next round because it's so important?
A very interesting setup here from Project KR. 4 guys in the A bomb spot, and Solo have no visual contact down to that banana hallway. So, I mean, hopefully for Project KR, they're going to run into this A bomb spot. But this just looks like a guess to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, Definitely not an ideal setup, but it looks like it will pay off for Project KR. Actually, we have Samba rotating over, but it looks like it will pay off for Project KR because it looks like, here we go, WNV making entry here, committing to this A site. Bomb is down in the pit already. Ryu in the pit, getting a frag there onto Sakula. Going to be TK and Alex left, as well as Jungle, who's watching the flank. Solo going to dispatch Jungle. Here goes TK making his way over towards the site. Alex going to be over in there as well. It's going to be a 2-on-2 situation. Solo coming from middle. Here comes Solo around the corner. Alex dispatches him 2-on-1 right now. Termy going to be on his own. He's going to get finished off by Alex as well. WNV is going to take another round. The score is going to be 7-5.
Wow, what a great match we're watching here. It's going to come down right down to the wire. 7-5 score for Project KR, but WNV is putting on a great show and a good fight. And I think that Project KR is going to be forced to save it right now. Similar kind of setup here on the Eco for Project KR as they're moving 4 guys to the A bombs, but as Solo is alone in the small B bomb spot. And most likely this is going to be a 7-6 score. But hey, I've been denied twice here on the Ecos, so I'm going to save my words on that one.
All right, let's take a look at what they're going to do. Here we go. WNV, TK picking up some kills there onto Loki and Samba. Let's see what Project KR can do for their Eco round. Going to be tricky for them. They have had some great Eco victories this whole matchup between these two teams. So, you know, as Johan said, going to button his mouth on that one. So, Termy going to get a frag onto one member there of Project KR. You can see we have Ryu and Termy going to be on their own left for Project KR. Let's take a look at what they're doing. TK now making his way over towards the netted side. I think he realizes that it's empty, making his way in. Going to try and get that bomb planted. Ryu going to be right around the corner in middle. Termy with the kill. Termy with 2 kills from the AK-47, equalizing it to a 2-on-2. And Termy picking up an AK-47. He must have gotten a kill, and they're going to go ahead and save their weapons. Smart decision by them. Great kills from him. That's going to put them in a good position next round.
Yeah, I don't know if they think that the bomb is actually in the small bomb spot. Termy and Riot teaming up together. Yeah, they were going to the wrong bomb spot. They were going for it actually, but now since they're so far away out of position, they're going to just go ahead and save those guns.
All right, well, Termy and Ryu saving out their weapons here. Project KR score is going to be 7-6 in favor of Project KR. And it's a close matchup here, Johan. And
nobody did really expect it, as you were saying. I mean, it's a 1-point game in the final map of the grand finals. And I was not expecting it was going to be this close.
No, not at all. And WNV right now is really got to be questioning what's going on with us, you know? We were rolling over all the best European teams just a few weeks ago, and a week ago. So what's happening right here, right now? Project KR got something interesting going on right now. Samba Solo playing at that B side, head stack, Termy and Loki playing in middle, as you can see. And it looks like we're going to have Ryu playing in window room again. This was very effective last time. So let's see what's going to happen here for these guys. We have WNV playing it very, very slowly. We have TK playing here at the bottom of the staircase. Mick going to be there with him with the bomb. Alex going to be over that direction. Sakula there as well. Jungle too. Looks like they're pretty much given up on the B site. Not sure why. Haven't done too much over there. But looks like they're just going to do a little bit of distracting. And it looks like, here we go. 44 Alex is the kill at the A site. Samba already on the rotate from B. You can see 44 Alex now making his way into the site. Here you go. Mick coming around that corner. About to make their way into the site. 44 Alex with another kill there onto Ryu. It looks like here goes WNV trying to get that bomb planted in that A site 3-on-4 situation. Jungle going to dispatch Termy. Solo here coming from the bottom of Banana. Samba going to be coming from counter terrorist spawn. Jungle going to take down Solo and Samba. And that was 4 kills for Jungle right there.
And it's all tied up, 7 apiece. And Alex is playing great in this game. He's really, really taking charge and leading his team, his troops throughout the game. And wow, this is going to be close. And it's just impossible to make a prediction who's going to win right now because it's going back and forth all the time.
All right, well, it looks like opening it up. Sakula and Tika going to get 2 kills on Solo and Samba. I think Project KR pretty much forced to save on this round after losing that last round. So we'll see what happens for them. It's going to be difficult for them to win this, and they're going to pretty much have to go into the second half with an 8-7 score if they do lose. Here we go. Loki, what a reaction there. Oh, but not going to get a second kill. 44 Alex to take care of him. Going to be just Termy and Ryu in a 2-on-3 right now. Termy with a nade kill there. And here we go. Here comes Ryu through back halls. Jungle going to be right around the corner. And little Mick and Alex going to take out Ryu and Termy. 8-7 is going to be the first half score in favor of WNV.
and what an intense first half that was.
Yeah, and wow, what a nice comeback from WMV. They were down 7-3 and made it all the way back to 8-7 score in their favor, and 5 back-to-back rounds, and that's going to give them a huge advantage and momentum coming into the second half. And wow, it's live on 3, and then let's just keep track of the action.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live, getting ready to start here for the second half of the grand finals of WEG 2005 Season 3. We're ready to crown one or the other, Project KR or WNV. 8-7 is the score for the first half. One of these teams is going to win. One of these teams is going to lose. Project KR is on the terrorist side. Let's take a look at what the counter-terrorists are going to, Project KR is on the terrorist side. Let's take a look at what the terrorists are going to do. You can see Alex there, Jungle, playing, pushed all the way down is Mick from B. Jungle coming down to meet up with him as well. Mick going to get a kill there with his USP. Samba going to reply with the Glock. Let's take a look right now. Looks like Project KR is going to make their way into B. No, they're all following back, all making their way back down. All 4 members all the way coming all the way up middle. Let's take a look at what they're going to do. Not sure what Ryu is doing. I think he's waiting for the push here from behind. Here comes TK from behind in alternate middle. Samba's going to take out TK, and maybe they'll decide to go back B. That would be interesting. We're all even, 3 players apiece, and this match is so even, John. It is amazing to watch, and let's take a look at what they're going to do. 44 seconds left on the clock. Following Project KR right now, you can see Loki's all the way in carpeted halls. Sakula now moving up towards that grate in the window. Samba going to be coming over towards that grate in just a second. Sakula already passed him, though, so they're not going to see each other here. And it looks like they're going to come back down and break the grate, move into the window room. I think they heard that grate being broken, and I think Project KR may decide to commit to this A site. Here we go, coming into the A site right now is Project KR making their way into the site, going to try and get that bomb down, save it, take out the remaining members of WNV. Sakula with 1-2 kills. Ryu's last man standing. Jungle going to finish him off. WNV will take the pistol.
And look at that face of Alex. He knows that's a big round. Puts them up 9-7 with all the momentum in their favor. Wow, they're used to 7 rounds away from the big victory here in the home field of Beijing. And, whoa, now they're going to force the Project KR to at least 1 or 2 echoes coming up in a couple of seconds.
All right, Project KR now going to be on the save, making their way all the way up, alternate middle. Between alternate middle and middle right now. Now let's take a look at what they're doing. Here we go. You can see 44 Alex here on the left-hand side of middle. All full save for Project KR. Making their way up here. Let's take a look. It looks like 44 Alex going to mop all down. That's going to be an easy round win for WNV. 10-7 is going to be the score.
Good job here from Team WNV. They're winning the rounds that they need to. They're not going to play sloppy or lose focus now when they're so close to this ultimate goal.
All right, let's take a look at what Project KR going to try and do again on their second eco round. Did not get the bomb planted either round. So it looks like we see one gun here from Loki. A desperation move, perhaps, to try and get some rounds here. They're losing grip. They're losing control. It's slipping away from them right now, and John, and it's going to be really hard for them to regain control of this match here if they let it get too much out of control. First gun round right here, I believe. Looks like we see a partial buy from Project KR. We can see they have some AK-47s and they have some Galils. So doing the risky thing that WMV's going to do. And look here, it may be paying off. Samba and Ryu, 2 headshots. Loki coming up big as well. You can see making their way into the B site, the A site right now. It's down to a 2-on-4. Alex going to be on his own in the A site right now. And here we go, Project KR making their way into that site. Looks like Termi going to get a kill on the jungle. Loki going to take out Alex. First gun round will go to Project KR.
Yeah, and that's an important one. Of course, the score is 10-8. That's going to force WMV to at least 1 or 2 ecos coming up. So the game is just getting closer and closer all the time. It's really exciting. I'm sitting on needles here, and it's just hard to make any prediction or say what the other team should do in these kind of situations because it's just so close.
All right, well, WNV is on the save. Let's take a look at what they're going to do here. Project KR has plenty of money right now, and they got a lot of time, and let's see how they decide to play with the situation right now. It's going to be really important that Project KR just keep winning these rounds. They don't give up too much on these ecos here that are upcoming right now, John, and that when it comes to that next gun round, that they win that round, because that's going to mean that they win the next round because it's an eco round, and then they need to win the next gun round. They just need to keep winning the important rounds. And when we saw Project KR picking up a lot of rounds in a row, it's because that's how they were playing.
Yeah, and what I'm thinking here is that Project KR is going to keep working those slow rounds that was working well for them during the group stage. So they're going to go with fast ones. They seem to change up their tactics a lot from game to game, and it seems like it's been working out for them, of course. But I don't know. WNV is a really strong, skilled team, and if you're going to play slow, skill is going to be a huge factor on the CT side. So that will only help WNV. So let's see what's going to happen.
All right, 44 Alex there trying to grab a gun and get some kills. Termy going to finish him off with the clock. That's going to make the score 10-9 in favor of WNV, and we're even closer to a tie right now. Let's take a look at whether WNV is even buying.
They are buying, actually, so I think it's I don't know how they can afford so much weapons and equipment already after only one eco on the 5th round of the game. But they are in the lead. They are in 10-9 lead here in the second half, the last half of the whole WG 2005 season.
All right, let's take a look at what Project KR is going to do. Project KR needs to win this round because then WNV has to stay for another 2 rounds. And that's going to be huge for WNV. We're so close to the end of the game. We are looking at, 10-9. We're almost less than 10 rounds away from the end of the season. We're less than 10 rounds away from $50,000. Do you know how much that round would cost if you lose it right now?
I don't want to know.
Think about how much. I mean, there were 2 units yesterday. I mean, think about how many. One round would have won for NIP earlier today. That one round cost them like $8,000. That's an $8,000 round right there. So here we go. TK pushing up into the carpeted hall, taking out Samba. Solo going to finish off TK. And here we go. Let's see. Looks like Project KR is going to move into the netted A site. Sakula going to get a kill there as well. It looks like he's going to be hanging out in the pit. I think it'll be smart to fall back B right now. Looks like Project KR may do that. Termy, Solo, and Ryu. It looks like they may actually just regroup and head back into the A-bomb site. But Sakula and Alex playing pretty well at this site right now. Here we go. Ryu set up ready to go into the site right now. Sakula playing there in the pit, watching up on the platform. Here we go. Alex with 2 kills. Solo going to get Sakula. Going to be a 1-on-3 situation. Following him right now. Oh, Solo whipping one around. Finishing up Alex. Watching in middle. Going to get demolished by Mick. That's going to be the round for WNV.
Nice call there from the Chinese to buy. Risky move, but they came on top. It paid off. Now they're up with a score of 11-9. Only 5 rounds away from the big one. And I don't know if Project KR are forced to save now since they lost 2 back-to-back rounds.
All right, let's take a look at what Project KR is going to do here. It looks like they are probably forced to save. Trying to look on their screens. Looks like some of them
They are on the buy. They are on the buy.
Some have Deagle. One has a Deagle, it looks like, and the rest have either a Galil or an AK-47. So it's going to be at least a partial buy from Project KR. You can see following Project KR right now. Looks like they're going to try and hit this A site again. TK going to get a FAMAS kill, though, onto Samba. TK pushed up. Second kill onto Solo. He's still at 61 hit points. Can he push again? Can he get another kill, though, onto Termy? We'll have to see. No, Termy's going to deny him. Ryu now and Termy facing off against 4 angry members of Team WNV. Can they get the bomb planted at this netted site? Can they defend it? And here we go. Ryu coming from behind from CT Spawn. Going to get 2 kills on the 44 Alex. It's a Sakula bomb's going to get planted. Termy and Ryu now set up. Jungle and Mick going to have to retake 2-on-2 with the bomb down. Jungle going to get a kill onto Ryu in the pit. Termy's on his own here. Mick going to finish him off. That's going to be the round. 12-9 is the score in favor of WNV.
Wow, they're getting closer and closer. And look at that Project KR team. They're starting to get quiet. They do not afford to be quiet. What? Please get. Oh, I was just shocked there. I thought it was the Project KR team was on the defuse. I was like, what's going on? I get a little bit confused. But of course, WNV, as you said, they won the round, and 12-9 is the score. And I think that the Project KR, they're looking a little bit dismotivated. Ryo needs to pick it up for them. He needs to share his team on and say, "Hey guys, come on, let's do it. We can still win this game." And it's only a 3-point game, you know.
Looks like we're going to see a B rush here for Project KR. They all have guns, so it's going to be a good buy round for them in any event. And they've been trying that A rush. It hasn't really been working. It's a smart decision to try and work this B site. Whether they'll do it effectively or not, we'll have to see. We'll see whether Mick and Jungle can really play this site very well. Let's follow them. Here we go. Well, here they go into the site right now. Looks like they're sending 2 towards the back halls. Smoke everywhere.
trying to kill some right now is Jungle, but Solo going to finish him off. Moving into the side right now. Makes him get 1 kill. Can't get more than that. Well done by Project KR, taking the site, only losing 1 member. WNV is going to be in a tough situation right now. Smart decision would be to save their weapons for the next round. It looks like they may make the decision or they may wait. No, it looks like WNV is probably going to try and take it. And, you know, I think if we were watching a European team here right now, they'd save their guns and say, look, let's just wait. We got plenty of time. Bet as well have good buy situation. So here goes WNV into the site. Sakula going to get 2 kills. Loki going to reply to Alex. Sakula going to get 3. Solo on his own. So TK takes out Solo. WNV in the 3-on-4 situation, finishing it off. Risky move, but they're going to do it.
Oh no, the bomb explodes.
Oh, the bomb went off.
And WNV comes on top. There was no defuse kit on the WNV team. That's going to hurt them. Oh, wow. And good play there, though. They took out a lot of guys, a lot of guns from the Project KR team. So, but the game is tied. It's a 12-10 score.
All right, well, 12-10 is the score, as John mentioned. And it's so close right now. It could go either way if WNV's on the save right now. It's going to be 12-11 in just a second. And let's take a look at what Project KR can do. I mean, Project KR needs to come back right now. They need 2 rounds. They need to not only win this eco round, they need to win the next gun round. They need to keep winning rounds. They need to win the subsequent eco round. Then they need to win the next gun round. And then they'll be within a couple rounds of victory. And that's the situation when you just start doing it. Is Project KR now going back to working this netted A site? Maybe they're going to do it on this eco round. And then I hope for their sake that they win. They can go back to the B site when it's a round that's not an eco round for Team WNV, because this round is an eco round and it's easy for them to take the A site. Of course, every single other round that it's a gun round, Project KR has gotten dominated at the A site. They walked right into B, essentially. I mean, Jungle was able to get 1 entry kill, but Mick was able to get 1 entry kill, but Jungle wasn't able to get any. And they walked in with 4 guys. That's incredible.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the results right now. 12-11. It's so tight. And this, of course, is a big round coming up now for Project KR. If they can win this one, that's going to put a really bad money situation for WNV, and that could make it a all-tied-up game, and even giving a strong advantage for Project KR. Now, once again, with a 3-head stack there down in the banana hallways from WNV, they're falling back, though, and Project KR was waiting for it. So it looks like Project KR is going to attack that A bomb spot. Samba on the right corridor with Chermi and Loki boosting up in the balcony room as Solar and Rise coming up the middle.
All right, let's take a look at what Project KR is going to do. You can see they're set up here for an A site rush. There was a B stack from WNV. Now there's only 1 guy at B. So really, Project KR could easily take this B site. They don't know that, however, and so that's the difficulty for them. Looks like they're going to go into the A site. TK set up there in the carpeted hallway is going to get a kill onto Samba. Here goes Project KR around left-hand side middle. Sakula going to get a kill onto Loki. Ryu with a frag onto Sakula as well. Jungle, Alex and Jungle again obliterating Termi, Solo, and Ryu. And WNV is going to take that round. 13-11 is going to be the score.
Yeah, 13-11. 3 more rounds to win the big tournament here and the big prize money. And I'm just thinking here, Project KR, I think that they need to speed it up, perhaps hit that B bomb spot. That's been working well for them. That's where they're stacking up rounds back to back, and that's where they should attack. I hope they can recognize that. But now it looks like they are on the save because, as I told you, that round where they got the bomb exploded, they still lost all the 5 team members, and that hurted them. And now they're on the save.
All right, well, we're going to follow them right now. Jungle trying to spam a little bit. Looks like the eco round. They're going to try and hit up this B site. Oh, Jungle, 1, 2, 3 kills. Mick going to get 1 as well. Loki going to pull off 1 Deagle kill on the Jungle. Mick going to get the last kill there. WNV is going to take that round. 14-11 is going to be the score. We're closing in on the winner here. WNV is 2 rounds away from victory. Project KR is going to be in their first gun round. They really need to hit up this B side here, John.
Yeah, tight point here. And as you said, I think Project KR should go with that B strategy. That's what have been working so well for them. And looks like they're going with some kind of A strategy against Samba. Is going to work that corridor. He's going down all the time head-to-head with TK. He's playing way too aggressive all alone in the hallways. Chermi Loki usually boosting up in the balcony room. Then Sol and Rai is moving up in that middle. It seems like they don't have a backup plan on their strategies because that strategy coming up the middle have not been working well for that Project KR team.
All right, let's take a look right now what Project KR is going to do. Here you can see we have 3 in the carpeted hallways. Alex opening it up. taking out Ryu in middle. Ryu, the commander of the team, not going to be able to lead his troops this round, as Solo and Loki going to be in the window room. Termi and Samba here going to be up in the carpet always here. You can see Loki now trying to spam off the steps. TK not playing, pushed up this round. Here we go, jumping into the pit right now. Sakula going to take out Samba. Looks like Project KR moving into the air side, getting obliterated. TK taking out one, Sakula another. Loki going to get 2 kills, but not more than that, I think, because he's in 2 versus.
And this is just getting really, really close for WMV to win it. And let's see how Project KR is going to play this one. They're low on money, and they're going to play it slow. And it looks like they're going to still keep going with that A-bomb spot.
All right, let's take a look at what Project KR is going to do. Looks like they're going to get a boost up into the win room. This is a save round for them. They need to win right now. This is for the win. This is for $50,000 right now. If WNV wins this round, they will claim championship for WNV 2005 Season 3. Project KR, you can see in the window room, playing it very conservatively. Ryu playing at the bottom of Banana. He's going to peek here in just a second. TK there, so you can see set up in the A site. Sakula going to be there as well. Alex and Jungle playing near counter-terrorist spawn, left-hand side of middle area. Termi and Ryu, maybe they're going to fake B here in just a sec. There's a smoke over there. They're going to throw some flashbangs over. It looks like maybe try and get a pick here in just a moment, and that may trigger a push into the A site as well. Here we go. Looks like this is a fake B rush right now. Ryu, oh, Termi gonna get that deagle kill onto Jungle. Alex from CT Spawn gonna take out Ryu, but now that's gonna be a fake. Here goes the fake. Bomb's gonna be planted in the A site. Termi gonna get a kill with the M4 on Alex. Sakula, TK with 2 frags in the netted site, and there's only 1 member left alive. 3 versus 1 onto Termi. Let's take a look at him. He's making his way here. He's in the middle. Let's follow him. 17 seconds left on the clock, making his way around the right-hand side of middle. Gonna need to get that bomb, get it planted. 3 versus 1. Gigi's already taken. Sakula kills him.
The crowd is going bananas.
WNV has won the championship. WEG 2005 Season 3.
Look at that. Look at that emotion he's pointing out from the team. Alex is crying down there. He's so happy, of course. Here's the fireworks all over the stage. And that's a great finish of a great tournament and a great team deserving the big win.
So, 7 bomb.